What is up, guys? Frank the Tank here, and it is now time to start our much anticipated Pittsburgh Pirates franchise. Yes, the Operation Sports Forums full minors rosters dropped sometime last night. I was not home, unfortunately, when they first came out, but I was able to download them today. Now, just for you guys wondering, there is an updated version coming out. There were a few discrepancies in the rosters, but I decided not to wait. I think it's supposed to be tomorrow, so it's really not a long time to wait. I just decided against it simply because I looked at the Pirates roster and there's really nothing besides one little thing. Trevor Williams, the young pitcher that we got from the Marlins this year, was created, or he was already in the game and he was also created. So there are two Trevor Williams. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over, like there's one here, and then there's one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to release this one and keep this one here. I don't think it's that big of a deal. That's the only discrepancy I saw. Pretty happy because Justin Masterson was just signed the other day, and he is already in the game. So that's fantastic. Just a quick shout out to the Operation Sports Forum guys that complete this roster. I mean, it's a monumental task, guys. They go through all 30 MLB teams, take every computer generated player for AA and AAA, and create the real person for every single team. They do not get paid to do it. They're not members of San Diego Studio, the company that produces the game. They do this on their own for the benefit of all of us who enjoy playing the games, who enjoy getting really in-depth. So I encourage you all to go to www.operationsports.com. When you get there, you see like a menu bar with a bunch of different things. Click forums, go to the MLB The Show one, then there's a little roster sub-forum. Just pop in the thread and, give these guys a quick thanks. They put up with a lot of bullshit from people when it comes to these rosters, and it's pretty bad. I don't like that. People saying when's it going to be done, criticizing them for not doing it quick enough. They're fantastic for all the work they put into this, and I really, really enjoy it. So I just wanted to say that. Now that that's out of the way, finally we're starting our Pirates franchise. Very, very happy about it. You guys know the Pirates are my team. They're my favorite team. We're going to mess around and tweak some things on the roster here. We see Garrett Cole, our #1 starter. He's a stud for us. Liriano. Jeff Locke, not my favorite, but he's on the team, so he'll be on our team. John Neese, we got him in the Neil Walker trade. Not a fan of that trade, but it is what it is. Jamison Tyon, probably our top prospect. Not really sure why he has a B potential. I know he's had some injuries and stuff, but the ceiling is still really high for him, and he's only 24. I mean, he could come up in this league. He's probably going to be up sometime this year. But that's not too big of a deal. Justin Masterson, just picked him up, signed him to a minor league contract. We might see him crack the team here in a little while once he gets in playing shape. Nick Kingham, another pitching prospect. Now Tyler Glasnow is our #1 prospect. Fireballer, you see that velocity, 90 velocity, 70 break. Has to bring up that stamina a little bit, but 70 overall, only 22 years old. A potential. Juan Nicasio, who came on the scene for us this year. If you haven't heard, Ray Searage is a pitching coach for the Pirates. He has a knack for taking these older pitchers. I want to say older pitchers, because look at Nicasio. He's only 29, but taking these pitchers and kind of resurrecting their careers. He did it with Francisco Liriano. He did it with Edison Volquez. He did it with Jay Happ last year. In the process of doing it with Nicasio has been pretty dang good this year. So he has a knack for that. Trevor Williams is another one. Pirates actually had a special assistant. He was really good with pitchers, and his name is slipping me right now. But he went to Miami, and we actually got Trevor Williams as compensation. Trevor Williams is a former first-round pick, I believe in 2013. So, 4 nice pitches, 75 velocity, so it's pretty decent. B potential, only 23 years old, so we might see him sometime soon. And then you see the rest of the Pirates starting pitchers here. Clay Holmes is another decent one, B potential. UD Garcia here, he's only in single A ball. Now, one that I'm missing, we'll look through the relievers. But I'm pretty sure he's a starter, is Luis Heredia. So I don't know if he didn't make the team or what, but I'm pretty sure he's on the team. I'll have to take a look into that. Not a big deal. But here we go. Relievers, Tony Watson, one of the best left-handed relievers in the game. Archimedes Caminero, huge fastball, this guy. It says his velocity here is 86. I might bump that up a notch because this dude throws gas. I mean, he tops out. The game I was at last Wednesday, he hit 101. Here we have Jared Hughes currently on the DL, but he should be back soon. Yervis Medina, minor league guy. Neftali Feliz, Pirates signed him this year. Ryan Vogelsong, spot start the other day, did pretty well. Corey Lubke, another one of the projects the Pirates are taking on. He's been okay. I'm pretty sure he just went to the DL, though, which is sad because he hasn't pitched in like 3 years from arm problems. He was one of the Padres' top prospects. AJ Schugel just got called up for the Pirates. Kyle Lobstein is trash. I don't know why they put him on the field. I think he's been in 4 games for the Pirates. He's given up runs in all 4 of them. Rob Scahill, not too bad. And then your minor league guys here. Nobody really to write home about. Only closers Mark Melanson, Mark the Shark, one of the best closing pitchers in baseball. Led the league in saves last year. Catcher Francisco Cervelli. Chris Stewart's a really solid backup. Now, Elias Diaz and Reese McGuire are 2 of the top 10 catching prospects in the MLB. So we definitely have some good depth at catcher. First base, John Jaso has been a fantastic leadoff guy this year. I'm pretty sure he's still batting like 360 or 370. His on-base percentage is insane. They have him batting first. They have McCutchen batting second. Even though I don't like that batting order, we might do that for this franchise just because we're trying to keep it as realistic as possible. Sean Rodriguez, not my favorite guy in the world. He did hit a huge 2-run bomb for the Pirates yesterday. Not huge as in situational, but huge as in it was like 442 feet. Josh Bell, him and Glasnow are probably neck and neck for the top prospect. I give it to Glasnow, but Josh Bell is really good. Fielding is not great, but his hitting is fantastic. Could play first base, he could play right field. They have him playing first right now. A potential. So we expect him to be up soon. Not right now, but soon. Second base, we have Josh Harrison, Alan Hansen, one of the Pirates' top prospects, one of the top second base prospects in baseball. He's a top 10er. Not quite sure how high in that top 10, but he is in the top 10. I'll probably hear from him soon. Jung Ho Gang, Korean pickup last year, had a really good season last year. I want to see if we can see his stats here. 15 home runs, 58 RBIs, hit 287, only 421 at bats, so we did get some good time in. Seeing as he started as like a bench player, he wasn't getting really spot starts, started as a pinch hitter, and he was really good. Put the ball in play, makes things happen. Really excited for him to come back for the Pirates this year. David Freese, just signed him a couple weeks before the season started. Really good. He's been hitting the ball well. I think he's hitting around 330. He's batting in the 3-hole for the Pirates. Very surprised to see him as high as the 3-hole. But, when you look at his stats on here, decent contact. Power, if you get a hold of one, he's going to put it out. Jason Rogers, we traded Keon Buxton to the Brewers for him this offseason. Kind of a disappointment in spring training. He started the year in AAA. Another prospect here, Brian Hayes, only in single A right now, only 19 years old, B potential. Very high ceiling for him. Shortstops, Jordy Mercer has been playing well. There's a lot of talk about what the Pirates are going to do when Jung Ho Gang comes back, because he's out right now. So they have Harrison at second, Mercer at short, and Freeze at third. So Jung Ho, he's one of those guys, especially losing the power from Neil Walker, losing the power from Pedro Alvarez. Jung Ho's bat has to be in the lineup. If this guy can come in May and play healthy through the rest of the year, he could hit 25 home runs. Especially if we throw him in that 3-hole and he's hitting behind McCutchen and ahead of Marte and Polanco. The sky's the limit, really. Excited for that. Other shortstops, Gif Nagope, I think that's how you say his name. C potential, not too bad. Kevin Newman, a B potential. And then Cole Tucker, first round pick from, I think, 2015? 15 or 14. But B potential, he just had rotator cuff surgery or labrum surgery last offseason, so he is going to be out for a while. But outfielder Starling Marte, one of the best arms in baseball. If you watch the Pirates consistently, there's sacrifice flies that are what would be a sacrifice fly, almost at the warning track, and people do not run on him. His arm is crazy. Tons of outfield assists last year. Really good contact, 74-89. His power numbers here are very underrated. I mean, this guy can put a charge into the ball. When you see his stats for last season, 19 home runs, 81 RBIs, 13 and 12 respectively the 2 years before. Not huge power numbers, but he has the potential to hit 30 home runs. He has, I think he has 2 this year already, including a grand slam. This guy is a 5-tool player in every sense of the word. 92 speed. Every time he gets on first, he takes off. So we're really excited about him. Matt Joyce, club signed him. He made the team out of spring training, hit a big pinch hit 3-run homer the other night against the Brewers. Trying to mount a comeback. Unfortunately, the Pirates did not make the comeback, but he's going to be a nice left-handed bat off the bench. Center fielder, one of the faces of the MLB, the star of the Pirates, Andrew McCutchen. Contact is great, power's good. 75 speed still really irks me. The reason he has 75 speed is because he doesn't steal bases. He's not a base stealer, really doesn't get good jumps, but the range that he has in center field, the speed that he shows is, it's remarkable. Him going first to third is one of the most beautiful things in baseball. Very, very fast, great hitter. He's gonna be good for us. So it says there he's unhappy about his contract, which I mean I would be too, because he's one of the top 5 players in baseball, and he's only making his real contract. They can't put the real contracts in here due to like licensing terms and stuff like that. But in real life, he's making like 11-12 million a year, which is an absolute steal for the Pirates. The deal they signed him to was fantastic. I think it was a 6-year extension at about $52 million, which is exactly what Jay Bruce and Justin Upton signed for at the time. McCutchen is light years ahead of both of them. So the Pirates have a really good deal for him. He's locked up through 2018. Mel Rojas, AAA center fielder, see potential, not bad. Austin Meadows, one of our top prospects, B potential. He's only 20 years old. He has a lot of room to grow. And then Gregory Polanco, one of the bright spots for the Pirates. It's nice that they have his new contract in here. He just signed a really nice 5-year extension. 70 contact righties, not great numbers against lefties. And he's another one. He hasn't really produced the power numbers yet. 9 home runs last year, 7 the year before, and significantly less plate appearances. But the power is going to be there for him. It's only a matter of time. 27 stolen bases last year. Pretty fast. They did a decent job with his speed, MLB did. But we'll see. I think his power will be there. He seems more powerful in the game than his stats show. So I'm curious to see how he plays. And then we have Stetson Ali and Harold Ramirez. Willie Garcia, another okay prospect. So we're really excited to play with this team. About 12 minutes, 13 minutes into this video, I don't think we're going to make any moves or any deals with this team. We can go take a quick look at free agents. We have Greg Holland, Cliff Lee, Mark Burley, Everett Cabrera, Kyle Loesch, who actually worked out for the Orioles earlier today. I really don't think I want to do anything. This team is very good. The pitching is not that great, but we have those young guys, and especially in franchise mode, we'll put them in our rotation in AAA. See how they're doing, and we can bring him in or bring him up if we need the help. But what we'll do is we'll sim through spring training. I don't play any spring training, just because with all the series I do and stuff, I really don't have time to do spring training. I barely have time to play as it is, let alone spring training. So this is how we're going to set our rotation. Let me make sure everyone I want is up here. We'll go to manage roster. 5, Glasnow's in AAA, Williams AAA. Masterson, we're going to move him to AA for now. Kingham's in AA. I want Nick Kingham in AAA. Kevin Marte, we're going to move him to AA. He's a D potential with 28, so he's probably not going to have too much of a future with us as it is. Jared Hughes, we're going to put him on the 40-man, and we're going to move him up. Uris Medina staying AA. Tully Fleas Vogels on. Corey Lubke, we'll keep him up for now. This AJ Schugel, he's currently on the roster, but we are going to move him down to AAA. Kyle Lobstein, I guess we'll keep him up because Shugel's going down when Hughes comes back anyway, so I'll just do that now. As much as I don't like Lobstein, we will keep him here just because he's on the big club. Melanson catching. These are our 2 catchers. Elias Diaz is hurt right now. We are going to put him in Triple A though, and we're going to send Ed Easley down to Double A. First base, John Jaso, Sean Rodriguez. Much I don't like Sean Rodriguez, he is on the team. Harrison and Figueroa are both on the team. Jung Ho, we're going to move him to the MLB. We'll throw him on the 40-man. Move him. These guys are all good where they are. Shortstop, Jordy Mercer. Pedro Florimon should have been on the team this year, but they did stick him in the minors. So we are going to have to move somebody down so we could keep Gong up. And it's probably going to be a reliever. You know, it's going to be Lobstein. I really don't want to deal with Kyle Lobstein. So we have to move somebody from AAA to AA. Jorge Rondon, we'll just send him to Class A to even out that roster. And Brett McKinn, we'll go Parch, 29 with a deep potential. We'll put him in Class A as well. So we'll fiddle with the lineups here. Garrett Cole, our ace. Francisco Liriano, number 2. We're going to put Neese, Nicasio, and then Locke. So bullpen, we have Vogelsong. Jared Hughes is another somewhat decent long reliever. Caminero, Feliz, Lubke, Tony Watson setup, Melanson close. Very, very good there. For our lineup, now this is how the Pirates have it structured. They have Jaso leading off. They have McCutcheon 2. They have Freese 3rd, but since Gong's back, I'm going to have Gong there. Cleanup, they have Marte. 5 is Cervelli, 6 Polanco, Harrison, Mercer, Cole. This is the Pirates lineup as it sits, with Freese instead of Jung Ho. I don't know. I really want to keep Freese in and put Jung Ho at short, but this is what we're going to go with right now. So you guys saw the rotation, saw the starting lineup. That's really going to do it for this video. The next episode will be gameplay. Sorry this took a little long, but I'm really excited about it. I love talking about these franchises. I love going over them. I like you guys to know what I have going on in my head and what I'm going to be doing. So I appreciate you watching. Let me know if you're excited about this as I am. So that's going to do it, guys. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and look out.